Hey y'all, I wanted to give you a disclaimer on this next video of sorry that it's at night and sorry I didn't do the greatest job filming it, but I'm going to show you some parts and pieces and kind of describe it right here at the beginning, and then you can kind of go see how I went through it and see what I was unhooking and stuff like that. Battery on this truck is passenger side over here. You got your positive terminals and your negative terminal over there. So you're going to loosen, and I said to loosen the ground first, that you loosen that bolt first right there. And this whole thing comes out because this is just clamping onto that stud. This one's going to be easier to look at. So once you loosen that nut, this just comes right off. Shouldn't be too much resistance. If it is, you probably got to get just a little bit looser. But yeah, it's just clamping it. I took out this bar right here, this one right here, this bolt going down to that bolt down there. And also then you see the little clip I was talking about, so that little triangle right down there, it holds the battery. Let's see if I can get a picture image for you. It's tough, but see there's a little groove on the battery. Barely see it, but groove on the battery that it goes into. And then I took out these 4 bolts, this one and these 2. Nothing special here, those are easy to get in and out. And the battery comes out really easily. So if you look also down in here, so you see that little lip down in there is kind of tough, but it captures the other side of the battery. And that is everything that I'm talking about when I'm talking about this video. So hopefully that's helpful. And you can kind of see how I went about it, but maybe you only need this first little minute 30. All right, y'all, you're back with John, and we have a no start condition on the old 2014 Cadillac Escalade. I had noticed it starting a little weaker and weaker. I'm guessing it's the battery, but I'm going to do 2 or 3 things here that confirm it's the battery. So first thing, we're going to see what kind of parasitic draw is on the Cadillac itself. So all the lights are out in the Cadillac. I let the lights go out there, so there shouldn't technically be too much drawing on it. So got to get a clamp meter with, let's see if I can get it there, DC amperage, the second one, the dotted straight line across it. Anyway, there you go. There's DC amperage. So as you can see, this meter is, got some tolerance issues. We'll apparently we won't zero it. I was hoping I could zero it, but well, I apologize for my meter reading 0.2 amps while sitting here. Little X-Tech is struggling, but we put it on the ground cable. We get 0 amps in that, so that was no draw on it. Let's just confirm one thing. If we flip it, it should go to 0.4. What we got here? 0.5. So basically, so guys, we have about 2.5 to 3/10 of an amp draw on the battery right now. Now I've had this truck since December. It's probably always had that little bit of draw on the battery. I honestly haven't measured a new car, and I don't know, 3 other cars I could test to see what their draws are on them currently. But not overly concerned about that because I don't think that's going to be the issue. Plus, I just because of the no start stuff. Maybe it might be, but anyway, I am going to now get the jump box, and we're going to make sure the alternator is actually working and charging the vehicle. I know it is because I've seen the voltage when the truck is on, and that the alternator is charging it, but we're going to see how many amps it's putting into the battery. Guys, so the battery is sitting at 11.6 volts. Not the greatest. Power, decent ground. We're going to turn this thing on. Okay, that's on. Now we're going to start the car. So guys, embarrassingly, my ground was not great in that case, so I had to find another ground. I went right to the battery terminal. So now we're going to see how many amps the alternator is putting into the battery. So we've got 23 amps going into this battery. So the alternator is working. It is putting out an amperage even at idle. If we revved it up, it would probably put even more current out. So anyway, I'm not dismissing the parasitic draw option. It might be drawing the battery down over time. But I have just noticed it getting weaker and weaker, and usually, I mean, no wrong, you could randomly get a parasitic draw, and I'm sure that's what happens as vehicles get older and older, whatever. But it does just seem like the battery's getting weak. I can't find the date on it. When I take it out, I am going to find the date on it just to see. But it's 2014. It's likely on its second battery. 5 years. You know, I mean, maybe it's an AC Delco, so not a terrible battery, but it's probably just time. So anyway, we're going to take that battery out. All right, guys, this battery is not going to be too bad to take out. I'm going to take this bar out and then undo the connection that is holding the battery down to the battery box itself. So this is a 1/2-inch hex bolt, and I got a pretty good size extension on this, obviously, as you can see. So one thing you want to be careful of, you just don't want to become the path to ground. Wear rubber shoes and don't connect the positive terminal to any ground sources, any bare metal in the vehicle with using your hand or something like that. Take the rest of this bar out now. Also, you don't want to put metal between the positive and negative terminal on the battery. That also would be bad and annoying. Don't do that. So there's a lot of play in this bar right here. So shouldn't be too bad to get back in as well. Probably don't take it all the way down. I do. So we'll do this. Okay. So pop that out like so. Get the extension back. Go. There's a little connector down here. It's like a little plastic piece that holds the battery in place. Speak too soon. Yep. So 10 millimeter. Take off your ground first. So this is just a loosen kind. So loosen it up. You'll see it kind of go loose, and then you can get your hand in there and pop this off. Now, let's go a little looser. It's probably going to spark a little bit as you take it off. Just a warning, but that is not really a danger. So now, get this one. Okay, pop this off. Okay, now the battery is unhooked. So now at this point, I have to get a little crafty here. Hold on a second. Let's just put this, do one of these, just gentle right there. So now, well, I don't see the handles on this battery, so somebody might have broken those off. So this will be fun. Oh, wonder if I might take this off too, just to make it that much easier. Guys, we're gonna do this. I didn't know if we were gonna need to. Oh, you saw me get the battery out. I gotta go get a new one. Make sure you bring the old battery with you. You get your core charge. And then, yeah, we'll put that thing back in. All right, guys, we're gonna drop this back in. So there's a lip on this back side that captures the battery. I just got a simple super start from O'Reilly's. It's 10 o'clock at night. It's what I could get. And I know some people will probably stand by a bunch of different things, and that's okay. I'm gonna keep that actually on there. But this will do the trick for now. You know, maybe we could, I don't know who we should have went with, but anyway. So this is your little thing here. It's gonna clip, it's just gonna catch the battery right here. So put this on first. Grab your 10 millimeter. Don't kill it, you don't need to. Cover that up. All right, guys, well, that is how you are going to change out your battery. So I put it back in. Well, see if the vehicle starts, and we'll be good to go. But thanks for watching. Have a good night.